those reasons I think are actually enough. But from my perspective, and why I've been excited about this shift is because I'm a Heroku fanboy from way back. I mean, I'm an old school sysadmin. I was like, SSH into the machine, set up some cron jobs, copy the stuff, rsync the things, back up the database. And once I didn't have to do that stuff anymore with Heroku, I never wanted to do any of that stuff ever again. I am a loyal listener of Ship It, but I don't do any of the things that you guys talk about doing on Ship It. I just like your show, Gerhard. But once Heroku came around, I was just like, let's just let Heroku do all the things. And when it came to Elixir, I lost that when we were like going to go deploy this Elixir app. And so that's when I brought you in to help me do the things that I used to be okay at, but also don't know how to do things well anymore and in this ecosystem. And thus began our story. When it came to Ansible, I was along for the ride. When it came to Concourse CI, I was just riding your coattails. When it came to Kubernetes, I was like, I hope Gerhard knows what he's doing because I don't, right? And so just a Heroku style PaaS for me is exciting because it's like I feel like it's a pool that's shallow enough that I can swim in it safely and not have to turn to you and say, what's the kubectl thing or the K9s thing? Because those are
shortcut.
those are just areas that I don't normally swim that deep in. And just being back on this short time, like I've been able to figure out some stuff of myself and do things the way, it's not as polished as Heroku. We might get into some of those details. But it feels familiar. And for me, my mental model is so much simpler. And it's not for any reason, I don't think, except for that I never acquired the deep knowledge of the other platform. And so this is something I feel like I can grok more simply and administer without you. And even the other day, I asked you a question, you weren't around, I figured it out, And there were a couple times in the previous setups where I was like, I asked you a question, you don't answer because you're working or whatever. And I try to figure it out and I'm like, nah, I'll just wait for Gerhard. And so that for me that's exciting about simplifying for me so that I can do more stuff.